Being around high vibration people feels like getting a burst of pure energy. They light you up from the inside out, filling you with vitality, joy, and inner peace. Just being near them can uplift your entire mood and infuse your spirit with calm and happiness. It's as if they're directly connected to the divine, radiating a frequency that refreshes your soul. This isn't just feel-good talk. Your vibrational frequency shapes your reality. When you operate on a high vibration, you naturally attract abundance, love opportunities, and positive experiences into your life. On the other hand, when your energy is low, you tend to draw in stress, negativity, and challenges. Spiritual teacher Eckhart Tolle said it best: "The power for building a better future is contained in the present moment." In other words, by choosing high vibrations, now you're shaping a brighter tomorrow. You can feel this kind of energy. It comes through in people's words, in their presence, in their laughter. Have you ever been around someone who's laughing so genuinely that you couldn't help but laugh too? That joy fills your heart, makes you forget your worries, and brings you fully into the moment. That's a high vibration. That's aliveness. Now contrast that with fear or anxiety. You feel your shoulders tighten. Your body folds in as if to protect your heart. You shrink into yourself, wanting to disappear. That's low vibration. Energy is emotion in motion, and we feel it every moment, even if we don't always notice it. The more we tune in, the more we can shift toward the vibrations that heal, empower, and inspire. Despite the urge to replicate their features, it can be tough to acquire similar vibrational levels. Or maybe you have these features and habits that we shall explore in this video. And if not, you can learn from these attributes to apply to your life. Watch to the finish, because we will be going over the 5 hidden features of high vibrational people no one talks about, and in the end, if you feel there is one you possess or I have left out, do let me know, and we can generate an interesting conversation in the comments about it. In modern times, a considerable percentage of the population reveres a certain lifestyle which they feel to be advantageous. This lifestyle is generally connected with fame, fortune, and authority. However, persons that possess a greater frequency of positive energy tend to have a rebellious attitude at their core. These folks challenge the current quo and demand rational answers regarding why they should follow certain things. They are not hesitant to speak their opinions and ideas, even if it means going against the grain, and are continually seeking for ways to improve oneself in society as a whole. They feel that unthinking obedience is not the way ahead, and that critical thinking is required in order to accomplish progress and constructive change. Individuals who remain at a low level of energy and consciousness are frequently those who are afraid to explore beyond their established notions and beliefs. These people may be resistive to change or growth and may stick to their comfort zones instead of challenging themselves to attain new heights. By sticking within their existing mindset, people limit their potential for personal development and may miss out on crucial possibilities for self-discovery and advancement. Living at high vibration implies being able to live with your whole sincerity and having an open mind which is always eager for wisdom. Society will draw you down. They may call you names, but they don't know that the power of authenticity goes beyond any fear of public disgrace. Individuals who demonstrate high vibrational energy are noted for their capacity to resist the effects of limiting beliefs and thoughts. They possess a strong predisposition to ask challenging and thought-provoking questions, which often lead to significant discoveries and breakthroughs. Their thought patterns are very nuanced and unique, enabling them to approach challenges from unorthodox viewpoints. They are not scared to think beyond the box and continually challenge themselves to broaden their mental boundaries. Such individuals are typically seen as trailblazers and can inspire others to break free from restricting beliefs and patterns of thought. Escape the norms of civilization to discover your secret potential. Society can sometimes numb your senses and limit your skills, but by breaking free from these constraints, you can tap into a pool of knowledge and wisdom that can help you do great things. As Osho remarked, life is a leela, meaning it is merely a play. We may ponder inquiries such as, what is the purpose of existence when we are all destined to die eventually? What is the purpose of accumulating possessions and relationships when faced with death? It is essential to acquire new knowledge in life. Nevertheless, it is also necessary to unlearn outdated habits and beliefs that may impede our progress. This entails relinquishing obsolete concepts and methodologies to accommodate superior and innovative alternatives. Osho astutely remarked, "Life mindlessly recurs." Without mindfulness, it will continue to recur incessantly. Throughout our life, humans have experienced an ongoing cycle of rebirths on Earth. This cycle is comprehended by those with a high vibrational frequency. Rather of seeking wealth or power, they prioritize escaping this cycle and attaining emancipation. How is this, you may inquire? Utilizing this birth to eliminate any constraints. Buddhists refer to it as nirvana, while Hindus designate it as moksha. It can occur just when you are prepared to dismantle your identity. One of the most effective methods to enhance your unlearning is to discover the intrinsic motivation within. Frequently, circumstances arise when life confronts you with such severity that you are compelled to consider a permanent resolution. You might deliberately choose to advance in the pursuit of self-realization. The pursuit of knowledge ought to be regarded as a significant benefit. This desire, albeit somewhat burdensome, is bestowed exclusively upon individuals who possess adequate competence and are eager to attain further knowledge. Utilize your hunger and yearning to explore your inner self more profoundly. Avoid engaging in futile and time-consuming activities, as they will hinder your progress and render you repetitive in nature. Achieving spiritual fulfillment requires a commitment to a long-term strategy, eschewing shortcuts. Initially, you must introspect. Employ profound meditation and respiratory techniques to purify your thoughts and establish a connection with God, who will illuminate your path. Furthermore, by consulting historic texts, individuals, or methodologies, one can advance toward their objective. Upon discovering the correct direction, a pathway for future exploration will be revealed. Your resolve to succeed will be important in your endeavor. Individuals with elevated vibrations are in alignment with their inner selves and possess profound insight into their wants and ideals. This consequently enables individuals to set appropriate boundaries in all facets of their life. They assertively decline when required and do not hesitate to articulate their boundaries to others. Their limits are founded on self-love and respect, allowing them to safeguard their energy and sustain healthy relationships with others. They possess a keen awareness of their self-worth and refuse to endure anything that does not enhance their well-being. They maintain an absolute intolerance for toxic relationships, which may encompass partners exhibiting abusive conduct, manipulation, or possessiveness. Narcissists who prioritize their own interests are likewise undesirable in their lives. They prioritize authentic connections and so refrain from participating in superficial relationships or friendships characterized by pretense. Likewise, they do not permit exploitation, whether in their personal or professional spheres. Unacceptable employment are ones that conflict with personal ideals or contribute to burnout. They recognize the significance of financial stability and will not accept inadequate compensation that fail to correspond with their talents and contributions. They endeavor to maintain a high vibratory lifestyle characterized by happiness, joy, and abundance. They possess the ability to extricate oneself from unbeneficial situations and to command respect from others. Such an individual will never accept anything less than what they merit, whether in personal or professional relationships. From the outset, they will articulate their expectations to all individuals they engage with and will not hesitate to voice their concerns if their demands are unmet. This is due to their recognition of the value of their time and efforts. They seek to allocate it in manners that resonate with their ideals and provide them with fulfillment. By upholding these elevated standards, they can draw individuals and opportunities that resonate with their identity and aspirations. If they are neither recognized nor respected in a certain circumstance, they will depart without compromising their self-worth. A high vibration does not inherently indicate that a someone possesses supernatural ability. It pertains to the process of unlearning entrenched cognitive patterns, societal conventions, and beliefs that we accumulate over our lives. It resembles serving as a conduit for the flow of infinite wisdom via oneself. It might occur effortlessly when you are devoid. Individuals with elevated vibrations consistently seize opportunities to unlearn. Individuals with heightened awareness regard even the most little emotional triggers with profound respect, perceiving them as significant sources of insight. They engage with these triggers with curiosity and receptiveness, keen to acquire knowledge from them, like one would from a revered instructor. A minor emotional disturbance can serve as an indicator for the necessity of alleviating internal tension. Through enhanced self-awareness, these individuals may elevate their unconscious emotions to conscious recognition, allowing for examination and processing with clarity and comprehension. They are, as they are fully aligned with life, exhibiting no resistance. Conscious life is essential for achieving magical harmony. It possesses the ability to transform your subconscious behaviors into conscious recognition. As you attain more awareness, you forge a more profound connection with the cosmos. The law of attraction posits that an individual's personal vibration is intrinsically linked to their capacity to actualize desires. When an individual's vibration is elevated, it signifies congruence with their aspirations, enabling them to attract their aspirations simply and nearly instantaneously. They consistently have favorable and bountiful outcomes. They may secure the career they desire or consistently maintain excellent health and well-being. They establish objectives and intentions and employ the principles of the law of attraction, for instance, to realize their aspirations. It is intriguing to note how certain persons possess an innate capacity to attract whatever or whoever they like. It resembles a magnetic force that attracts them to their desired outcomes. It is not unusual for observers to be astonished as they witness this phenomenon in operation. It seems that upon expressing interest in a particular subject or somebody, that subject or an individual thereafter manifests in their life. It is an extraordinary attribute to possess, although the means by which they have attained this skill is often ambiguous. Individuals who sustain a high vibrational frequency are frequently perceived by people functioning at a lower vibrational level as enigmatic or possibly even sorcerous. High-vibrating persons tend to attract their desires, generating a magnetic pull towards their aims and aspirations. Individuals with elevated vibrations possess a profound connection to their inner self and are attuned to their emotions, enabling them to effortlessly actualize their wishes. They frequently exude pleasant energy and project a potent aura perceptible to people nearby. We must glean insights from these extraordinary individuals, as you are the architect of your own reality. Your thoughts, emotions, and expressions are actively projecting into the universe, shaping the trajectory ahead of you. Dropping a stone into water generates ripples that propagate outward, altering the surrounding medium. Our ideas resemble waves that traverse our lives, significantly influencing our emotional condition. Each thought we possess reflects our emotions, and it is our thoughts that dictate whether we experience positivity or negativity. Positive thoughts can elevate our spirits and enhance our well-being, but negative thoughts may propel us into despair and hopelessness. Consequently, it is vital to select concepts that empower us rather than hinder our progress. To enhance our emotional condition and improve our vibration, we must replace outdated negative thinking patterns with new positive ones. Changing the way we think isn't always easy, but it's one of the most powerful steps we can take to transform our lives. When we shift our thoughts, we shift our emotions, and that changes everything about how we experience the world. So let's choose our thoughts wisely and intentionally create a life filled with joy, abundance, and true happiness. Do you recognize any of these traits in yourself? Or maybe you've noticed other high-vibe habits that weren't mentioned in this video. I'd love to hear your perspective. Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and let's have a real conversation. Thanks so much for watching. Wishing you a beautiful high-vibe day ahead.